Tonight, a former member of a mysterious religious group in the Inland Empire is sharing his story. CBS LA assignment editor Mike Rogers is live at the desk. And Mike, this man reached out to you to tell his story.
He did. He said he intentionally waited until the leaders of that group, His Way Spirit-led assemblies, were taken into custody, and they're now facing charges, several of them, of murder. He's now sharing his story.
My mom kind of forced me to go because I was 17 years old at the time. No matter how hard I begged and cried and tried to stay, she would not let me stay.
It was just 2 weeks after his sister had been saved that Anthony Duran, his parents, and 2 sisters left everything behind and moved to Southern California to join His Way Spirit-led assemblies, a religious group based in the Inland Empire. Anthony, however, would soon learn this church was different. At an Inland Empire home in 2017, he too was saved by Daryl Music Martin. Martin is now charged in the death of a 4-year-old boy, also connected to the church.
He starts praying over me, and he's saying, fire, screaming, and he's speaking in tongues.
Once saved, Anthony says they were moved to this home in Claremont, known as the Swarthmore House. It was here, Anthony says, he began to work for a company owned by the church, Full Shield Incorporated, a pest control and construction company that Anthony says funded the church.
They said, you know what, you're going to help the church, and you're going to do this. They literally pulled me out of high school, and that's what I was doing. My senior year of high school, I didn't even get to finish out.
Making just $12 an hour and working 17-hour days, Anthony says he needed more money to buy the basic essentials.
God said no, because you live with your church family, and your family takes care of you, so you don't need extra money.
Do you feel like you were being provided for? Were you able to eat?
No.
Did you live in a clean place?
No, definitely not.
Another part of Anthony's job in the church, protecting the home from potential intruders.
We even had a spot in the tree where there was a whole little crow's nest where we would sit up there with, my bow, and we'd be watching up from the trees. So we were.
Did you ever find anyone? Did you ever have to hit anyone with the bow?
No, never. I don't think anybody ever was really trying to come after us. I felt like it was more of like a control thing, keep us scared.
Inside the home was Shelley Martin, known in the church as the prophetess. Members were told she was the one who communicated with God, and sometimes God spoke through her.
She would start shaking and convulsing, and then she would just kind of like open her eyes real wide and be like, and start talking in this British accent, like, you need to change your life.
In the group at the same time as Anthony, Ruben Moreno and Emilio Ghanem. Ghanem is now believed to be dead. Ruben Moreno's case is still classified as missing. Did anybody ask, hey, where's Ruben?
Yes, we did.
What was the answer?
It was more so just don't ask. He's on a mission from God.
Then in 2020, after his relationship with his family became strained, he decided it was time to leave.
I went with the trash bags full of whatever clothes I could get. It was really tough, but as soon as I got in the truck, I was like, that's it. I'm gone. Foot's on the gas. And I didn't stop from there.
Since leaving the church, Anthony has started to reconnect with his dad and his older sister, who have also left the church. His mom, however, remains an active member. Anthony spoke to her on the phone after learning he was about to be a father for the first time.
I told her I was having a baby. She told me, I don't want to see you or that demon child. You are nothing short of the devil himself, is what she told me.
Yeah.
And that was the last time I spoke to her. So, yeah.
She's your mom. How do you reconcile that? Do you just...
You don't.
He has been through so much throughout the course of those several years that he was in His Way Spirit-led assemblies. Rudabeh, the 4 people that were charged in the deaths of Emilio Ghanem and the death of Timothy Thomas, that 4-year-old little boy, were all in court today. All of them have pleaded not guilty.
You feel for him. Mike,
yeah.
Thank you.